Hi children, I want to appreciate for your homework completion. I hope you understood our classes well. Shall we recall our previous class once? Okay. What we have discussed in the previous class? We have discussed about present continuous tense. What do you mean by present continuous tense? It is a present tense with continuous form. Okay, so present tense with continuous form is known as present continuous tense. It is also referred as an ongoing action and it may be continue for some time. No, so it is also referred as it is an ongoing action and it may be continue. And we have discussed about affirmative sentence, negative sentence and question based, that means interrogative sentence. So what do you mean by affirmative sentence? Affirmative sentence will give the positive type of answers. What is the rule for affirmative sentence? Subject, am, is, are. According to the subject, we have to choose am, is, are. Then verb 1 plus ing. So this is a rule for affirmative sentence. Shall we give an example for that? You are cooking dinner. She is cooking dinner. So here, according to the subject, we have to select am, is, are, any one of the be form verb. Then the main verb, then ing. Okay, so this is the rule for affirmative sentence. And what do you mean by negative sentence? It will give the falseness of the statement. What is the rule for negative sentence? Subject plus am, is, are plus not plus v1 and ing. Okay, so for an example, she is not cooking dinner. Okay, so she is not cooking dinner. So according to the subject, we have to select the be form, any one of the be form, and not is important in the negative sentence. And what do you mean by interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence is a sentence which asks a question. Okay, so what is the rule for interrogative sentence? Subject, first am, is, are, any one of the be form, then subject, then verb 1 and then ing. Okay, so are you cooking dinner? Is she cooking dinner? Is he playing with others? So like that. So this is the rule for interrogative sentence. So about these only we have discussed in the last class. Okay, and today we are going to discuss about past continuous tense and future continuous tense. Definition for past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used to describe actions that began in the past and often continued for a short period of time after the action started. So what do you mean by past continuous tense? Past continuous tense is used to show that an ongoing past action. Okay, so ongoing past action, that means which was happening at a specific moment, was happening, already happened. Okay, and it may be continue for some time. So the past tense with the continuous form. Okay, so what we have discussed in the yesterday's class, present tense with the continuous form is known as present continuous tense. And what do you mean by past continuous tense? The past tense with the continuous form is known as past continuous tense, and it is an ongoing past action. Okay, ongoing past action. For an example, you were studying when she called. Okay, so you were studying when she called. So it is a past tense but with the continuous form. So it is known as past continuous tense. So where we must use the be form verbs. So when the subject is I, he, she, it, there we must use was. Okay, was is a be form for when the subject is I, he, she, it. Okay, then after main verb, then ing. Okay, so he was cooking in the kitchen. She was playing in the park. It was running. Like that we have to give a example. Understood? And when the subject is we, you, they, there we must use where is the main where is the be form. Okay, so where is the be form verb and then verb 1 plus ing. So this is a rule for when the subject is we, you, they. Okay, so when the subject is I, he, she, it, there the be form verb is was. When the subject is we, you, they, there, the be form verb is were. And after that, verb 1, main verb, then ing. Okay. For the second box, we can write they were jumping in the playground. They were jumping in the playground. You were studying in the park. Okay. Then we were planning to go to picnic. So these are the examples for past continuous tense. Okay. So as we have discussed already, affirmative sentence gives truthness, whereas negative type of sentence gives falseness of the sentence. Interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks a question. Okay. And we may ask both positive and negative type of questions in interrogative sentence. Okay. And interrogative sentence is a question type sentence. Understood? Okay. So what is the rule for affirmative sentence? Subject, was or were plus verb 1 plus ing. Okay. So she was cooking, as we have discussed already. No, when the subject is she, I, he, she, it, then what will be the be form verb? Was. Okay. So she was talking with me, like that you have to complete. And a negative sentence, subject, was or were. According to the subject, you have to choose was or were. If the subject is I, he, she, it, you must use was. If the subject is we, you, they, then we have to use were. Okay. So negative means the new word is not. So after be form, not will be included. Then verb 1, main verb plus ing, then remaining part of the sentence. So subject, she was not talking with me. Understood? Okay. So when the subject is you means what we should write here? You were not talking with me. Okay. You were not talking. You were jumping. You were playing. Like that we have to finish it. Then what do you mean by interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence is a question type of sentence. It asks a direct question. And end of the sentence, the question mark will be included. Understood? Okay. So here both positive and negative type of sentences we can make. We can make both positive and negative type of sentences. So for the positive sentence, what is the formula? Was or were plus subject plus verb 1 plus ing and plus anything. Okay. So according to the subject, we must select was or were. When the subject is she, he, I, it, then the be form verb is was. Then after subject, then main verb talk, ing. Was she talking? Was she talking? Okay. And negative. So negative means the new word is not. So was or were. According to the subject, was or were plus not plus subject plus V1 plus ing. Wasn't she talking? Okay. So the short form of was not is wasn't. The short form of was not is wasn't. Okay. So what is the difference between positive and negative type of sentences? In the positive sentences, we won't include not. But in the negative sentence, we should include not. Understood? So affirmative sentence, it will give the truthness or the validity of the sentence. The rule for affirmative sentences, subject, was or were plus V1 plus ing. If the subject is I, she, he, it, we must choose was. If the subject is we, you, they, we must use were. So the negative sentence means not will be included. And interrogative sentence, as we told you already, when the subject is I, he, she, it, we must use was. When the subject is we, you, they, we must use were plus subject plus V1 plus ing for positive statement, and was or were plus not plus subject plus V1 plus ing is for negative sentence. Understood? Wasn't she talking? Like that. And the keywords used for past continuous tense: when, while, before, last night, once upon a time, ago, last month, a month ago, yesterday, one day, last week. So these are the keywords used for past continuous tense. And what are the uses for the past continuous tense? Action in progress in the past. Okay. So two actions happening at the same time also referred for past continuous tense. That means it refers to a continuing action that was happening at some time in the past, that was happening, that already happened. Okay. And it can also be used to describe something that was happening continuously in the past. So continue already happened, or it was happening continuously in the past. Okay. So in this situation we may use past continuous tense. Examples for past continuous tense: the child was crying for the toy. So it has already happened and continuously happened. Okay, it has already happened. It is the continuous form. Okay, so the child was crying for the toy. The children were playing outside. Okay, so continuing action that was happening already. Okay, that was happening. The dogs were barking loudly at the last night. Meera was always taking all my ideas. I was not sleeping when you came late last night. Okay, so these are the examples for past continuous tense. Past continuous tense is referred as past tense with the continuous form, that which means it was already happened, or it was happening in the past. It was happening in the past. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about future continuous tense. Future continuous tense indicates that something will occur in the future and continue for an expected of time. Understood? The future continuous tense is used to talk about future events that will happen in the future. Okay. So the future continuous tense is used to talk about future event that will happen in the future. So hereafter only it is going to happen in future, later. Understood? Okay. So here when the subject is I or we, the be form verb is shall be. Then only the main verb will be continue. Okay. When the subject is you, they, he, she, it, the be form verb is will be, then the main verb, then ing form. Okay. So when the subject is I or we, the be form verb is shall be. Understood? Shall be. And when the subject is you, he, it, they, she, then the be form verb is will be. Okay. The general formula for affirmative sentence. So for the affirmative sentence, subject will or shall be. Okay, so will or shall be. According to the subject, you have to select will or shall be plus V1 plus ing, then the remaining part of the sentence. So here the subject is Michael. Okay, so Michael means he, no? So he will be running. Verb 1 is run and ing, running a marathon tomorrow. Understood? So affirmative sentence will give the positive answers. So Michael will be running a marathon tomorrow. And for the negative sentence, not as a new word must be included. So Michael will not be running a marathon tomorrow. Understood? So affirmative sentence means Michael will be running a marathon tomorrow. Negative sentence, Michael will not be running a marathon tomorrow. So what is the main difference between affirmative and negative? Not is included in negative sentence, not is not included in affirmative sentence. Understood? So when the subject is I or we must include shall be. Understood? For an example, I shall be running a marathon tomorrow. I shall not be running a marathon tomorrow. Like that. Understood? And interrogative. So interrogative means it will ask the direct question. For the positive, first will or shall. Okay, according to the subject, will or shall. If the subject is I or we, there we must include shall. When the subject is you, they, he, she, it, there we must use will. Okay, then only subject plus be plus V1 plus ing. So here, this is the question mark, no? So, will Michael be running a marathon tomorrow? For the negative sentence, won't Michael be running a marathon tomorrow? Like that, understood? Okay, so affirmative sentence means it will give the positive result. So, subject, then will or shall be. If the subject is I or we, we must include shall be is the be form verb, and then main verb, then ing form, then remaining part of the sentence. And negative, for the negative sentence, according to the subject, if the subject is I or we, the be form verb is shall be. When the subject is you, they, he, she, it, the be form verb is will be. Then not plus be, first is subject, then will or shall, not, be, verb 1, then ing, then remaining part of the sentence. Interrogative, it may ask both positive and negative type of questions. So, for the positive type of question, will Michael be running a marathon tomorrow? Because the rule is according to the subject, will or shall plus subject plus be plus V1 plus ing. Suppose if the subject is we means, okay, so we will be running a marathon tomorrow. Okay, will we be running a marathon tomorrow? Like that. And suppose if the subject is she, won't she be running a marathon tomorrow? So like that we have to generate. The keywords for future continuous tenses, keywords by this time tomorrow, by this month next month, next year at this time tomorrow, by this time next week, by 3 o'clock tomorrow, by this time tomorrow, by this time next month, next year at this time tomorrow, by this time next week, by 3 o'clock tomorrow. And what are the uses for future continuous tense? It may be, it is a future tense with the continuous form. It will happen in future, okay. So hereafter when it is going to happen, so it will be happening. So in these places we can use the future continuous tense. Example for future continuous tenses, she will not be watching TV. Will you be going to the concert of realistic songs? He will be planning about his studies. They will be writing letter to each other. They will be making preparation for their exams. She will not be watching TV. Will you be going to the concert of realistic songs? He will be planning about his studies. They will be writing a letter to each other. They will be making preparation for their exams. So these are the examples for future continuous tense. So what we have discussed in today's class, we have discussed about past continuous tense and future continuous tense. So what do you mean by past continuous tense? Past tense with a continuous form is known as past continuous tense, and affirmative sentence will give the positive result. Interrogative is the question type of sentence, and positive and negative sentences also we can use it by the given formula, understood. And some of the, by using the keywords we can identify whether it is a past continuous tense or future continuous tense. Thank you so much, children. Based on this class, I am going to give you worksheet, complete it and send to your class teacher. Worksheet description. Complete the following sentences using future continuous tense. I dash her new restaurant in town at this time tomorrow. I dash her new restaurant in town at this time tomorrow. So here when the subject is I, we must use shall be, no. So and then main verb plus ing. So I shall be opening. I shall be opening her new restaurant. Understood? And the second question, the gardener dash the old trees in a week. So in the bracket there is a main verb given. So Try to complete by yourself. Third question. My alarm clock dash ring tomorrow morning at 7:15. Fourth question. The mechanic dash my car in the garage. So here the main verb is repair. They dash for the survey. So here the main verb is not cooperate. And second Roman, fill in the blanks with the past continuous form of the verbs given in brackets. Rubina dash on the phone. The main verb is talk. So Rubina is a she, no? So she was talking, na? So Rubina was talking on the phone. Understood? So Rubina was talking. The birds dash around the garden. Main verb is fly. I dash for the bus. Main verb is wait. It dash all morning. Main verb is rain. He dash a letter to his friend. Main verb is write. Rewrite the sentences for the given form. So here one sentence is given and you have to convert that into another type of sentence as directed. So for an example, I worked in the software company. So this is the past continuous actually. Past tense, that we have to convert that into past continuous. So what is the rule for past continuous? Was subject, was or verb plus subject, was or were plus V1 plus ing. So here when the subject is I, we must write was. So I was working in the software company. Understood? I was working in the software company. And the second question is, you will take a bucket for low cost. You will take a bucket for low cost. So we have to convert that into future continuous. So what will be the rule? You will be taking a bucket for low cost. Understood? So you will be. Okay, so when the subject is you have to write will be, no? So will be, then main verb, then ing. So you will be taking a bucket for low cost. So the second question is, Reena will play in the ground. That you have to convert into past continuous. Mani was attending the exam. That you have to convert into future continuous. Prabha will buy a new mobile. That into past continuous. Jaya was disturbing the others' work. Already it is past continuous. You have to convert into future continuous. I am expecting the best result from you. So try to complete by yourself. Thank you so much.